Hey, welcome back to another edition of Ego on Break. I'm a little under the weather. Dynamite under the weather.
You
Jay
just made
Andrews
me under the weather.
versus the Mississippi Madman. We're gonna have a battle royal here in about 2 seconds.
Who might puke first?
But the Madman's got to carry most of this episode. As you can tell, I can't really talk that well.
Yeah,
but
got smoke.
yeah, we're gonna talk about ROH's 16th anniversary. Go over some of the matches, what we thought about them. And then may throw in some other things we've been watching and that kind of thing. But I'll let you take over.
Let's not talk about what you were just talking about.
Let's take over Mississippi Madman. What you got?
My insides want to come to my outsides. Nasty.
He doesn't like possum pudding. I have no idea. It sounded good in my head.
Sounds like something I want to hit you in the face with on an ex-bright.
Just don't hit me in the ear.
Nah, I ain't, well, wasn't. Let me ask you, how you pronounce this guy's name? Is it Takahashi?
Yeah.
Okay, he's got the stuffed cat.
Yeah.
Fred or George?
Daryl.
Daryl. I knew it was one of them names.
Hey, Daryl.
Sorry. But it was him versus Flip Gordon.
What'd you think of that match?
To me, they broke the one cardinal sin. To me, I don't. There's a few moves to me in wrestling you should not kick out of. You agree?
Sure.
Okay, pile driver, one of them.
I mean,
Come on, they hit a flip pile driver in the middle of the match and they kicked out.
Well, just because you know how
Oh,
to
for
do
the love of God, you give me an answer.
Because you know how to do a move doesn't mean you know how to do it correctly. So maybe that's why he kicked out, because he's not.
So if it had been Petey Williams, they could have kicked out of it.
Absolutely. One thing I heard, one of the things I heard was because it's a Canadian destroyer and neither of those guys are Canadian, so it didn't work as well.
Japanese and the other guy's American. So, yeah.
Had he been Canadian giving it or Canadian taking it, it would have been over.
That was the only part I had a problem with.
Yeah.
I thought the match itself was really good.
Yeah, I honestly, my biggest complaint was I thought it should have been second, and the match that was second should have been first.
Well, the second match is Marty Scurll versus Punishment Martinez.
I thought it should have been first.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Marty Scurll is super over, so he could have got that big reaction, big entrance.
The problem is, like, Punishment isn't exactly over. Like, if you watch the TV a lot of times, the crowd really isn't into him.
Right, but in that match, the dude he pulled all out. He was diving and flying, and like, to me, it had the more energy in the match than the first match.
I was going to say, out of almost all the matches, that was probably my favorite match with Marty and
that was my favorite match.
Punishment. I was like, and I wouldn't have said that before this, because I didn't think so.
This is my first time seeing Punishment. I've never watched his match.
You watch some of the stuff on TV, like, he's not a bad worker. It's just sometimes the crowd isn't into the match, so it's hard for you to get in the match when the crowd isn't into the match.
I thought him and Marty worked very good together. So.
And I loved how they did the empty bag of powder and kicked him in the balls. That shit was awesome. So that
he covered up. And then.
But anyway, before that, Takahashi won with his finisher that I can't remember.
Bomb.
That's a time bomb.
Yeah. I didn't like the finisher.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
It was very slow to get into.
The old Emerald Fusion set up a different way.
Yeah.
Which always looks like a dangerous move.
I enjoyed the match. It just, like I said, I didn't like the finisher, and I just thought it should have been second,
But I'm with you on Punishment on this match, man. Like, he dove, 3 times? Hell, he put himself through a table at one point. I was like, he earned a whole lot of respect for me in that match.
Like, I was thinking, like, they've got in Lucha Underground, they've got the Dragon family or Lizard family. Where I thought he'd be a great addition to that. Yeah,
he does kind of look like the big dude.
Yeah.
But then the next match was Silas Young versus Kenny King.
Now, I didn't see all of this match. I had some things going on, so I saw bits and pieces of it. It was probably the first time I really watched the majority of a Silas Young match.
Really? I like Silas.
That's what I was going to say. The same thing is I definitely dig it. I think that
he's the last real man.
Yeah, over time, like, they should really do more. Like, they should invest more in him to build him on up.
Before this, the feud that I'd known him from was watching him and Jay Lethal. And, like, he actually won the feud.
Okay.
Which is weird for a bad guy to win the feud, but technically he was the bad guy and Silas went over.
Right.
But like, he lost this one and Kenny retained the belt. If you didn't see the whole thing, did you see where the cameraman got took out?
I did not see that.
Like, two poor guys that are on different matches get taken out, and like I couldn't tell if it was like work or real or what the hell was going on. But like the poor camera guys like standing there, and King dives, and Silas is like, boop. Poor camera guys, down he goes.
He stepped out of the way? No, he didn't.
I think he was just in the way.
Yeah, that was later on with the guy.
No, that was later on. But after this match, with Kenny retaining, Aries comes out. Did you see that part?
Yeah.
So,
I thought it was
are
cool.
they working together now, TNA or Impact or Anthem?
Here's the way I understand it. Impact pretty much is like, if we want to rebuild our brand, we've got to get people to see it and not remember what it was.
Yeah.
The only way for them to see it is to put our talent out on other shows. So they have like a contract where you can go work. And you can do your TNA gimmick. If you're the champion, you can go defend the belt, whatever. Because
they never recognized his belt. They said, look at all the belts.
Right. Don Callis.
I understood that.
Don Callis and,
something flew in my head.
Crap. The leader of Team Canada. What's his name? Remember Team Canada?
Oh, Scott D'Amore.
Scott D'Amore. They're the two guys running Impact pretty much now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and Scott D'Amore, through his New Japan announcing gig, he has announced a couple Ring of Honors. I know he just did like the Rising Honor or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And so he has a working relationship with them.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of a, like Impact, like their global wrestling network, they're really trying to make it a global wrestling network.
Okay.
So, through that, I think you're gonna see, they're already bringing like the Crash guys, some guys from a couple Canadian promotions, a couple independent promotions. They're WrestleMania weekend, they're doing the Lucha Underground combined show. So I think Impact is really trying to build on that. Yes, we're a company, but yes, we're not an exclusive company.
Okay.
So.
Well, I know he come out and he basically said that's the one belt in Ring of Honor I've never held, and I want a shot at it. But I'll tell
no, it wasn't that match.
Me. Yeah, it was.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
I was taking notes.
Okay. Yeah, it was.
You can't beat me.
Yeah,
on
because
this one today.
Aries and King and Rhett Titus were the All Night Express.
Yeah.
So.
But I think it'll be interesting. I think it'll help both promotions in all honesty.
Yeah, for sure.
As long as they don't turn their back on each other, which has happened before with these two. That's why I was asking.
Well, I think Tenay and D'Amore have that, open-mindedness where, we don't care who wins or loses right now. We just got to get eyes on the product.
If you're not in the game, you're not in the game.
Right. Yeah. So they're legit. And, since they've taken over Impact, I'm not going to say it's changed, it's gotten better, anything like that. But it's definitely improving, episode by episode.
Gotcha.
So over time, I think, if people will, and I hate to say this because we're putting our stuff on the internet right now, if people would quit reading and listening to what they hear on the internet and quit, complaining about something because they think it's going to make them cooler on the internet and start watching it, then I think they would learn to like, hey, Impact's really good.
No, because you got to watch it for the good and the bad. I mean, you're always going to have both.
I mean, I've never watched a match and go, you know what, that match was awesome. But if the agent that agented the match would have been different, or the promotion would have done something different, then that match would have been better. Like, I've never been that guy. Like, watch it for what it is, and quit reading what you think backstage crap is. And who cares who's owning it, who's paying for it, or whatever, if they sold out. I mean, I've seen some of the best matches in the world have 3 people in the crowd. Who gives a crap if it's not sold out? That doesn't, if they don't have Charmin in the bathroom, doesn't affect the match. And I've heard fans complain, well, the bathroom was really crappy, so I won't ever go back there. Well, piss outside, I mean, you got guys that are busting their butt, and you're over here complaining because they didn't have enough ice in the cup at the concession stand. What did that have to do with the match?
Calm down. I'm supposed to be the bad man. You're losing it.
Keep on. Man, that burns me up as bad as poop emojis. Like, shut up and watch wrestling. Ring of Honor first Ring of Honor show was in a freaking gymnasium that was 150 degrees inside, and nobody complained.
About the same amount of people. So yeah.
And now you got people going, I prefer my venues at 68 degrees and it was 70. I'm never going back to there, even though the matches were great. Shut up. Crackers, man. Crackers. That's all I'm gonna say. Saltine crackers. I'm trying to stop cussing.
I thought you was making fun of white people, but okay.
Take it as I threw it out there, however you take it. If the cracker fits, eat it, you know?
What the hell was oh yeah,
Austin Aries.
Yeah. Anyway, would you want to see the match if they're gonna do it?
Heck yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Especially if I can watch it for free. Put it on
YouTube.
Yeah, or your Facebook page. Live stream it on your Facebook page.
No, I don't do that. But anyway, Jesus Christ. Fourth match was SoCal Uncensored versus the Bullet Club in a 6-man title match with weapons. In my opinion, it was a spot fest with weapons.
I dug it till Shane Taylor came out.
Yeah, but
I don't think
understood.
I get it, but I don't think it was needed.
But they're trying to get Shane Taylor with that gimmick over. That's why I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I get it, but I don't think it needed. Like, I think they could have done that somewhere else.
Yeah, but did you watch the match? Yeah. The damn Bullet Club got like 90% of the match.
Crazy bumps in that match.
I mean, it was, but I mean, like...
highlight of it was Kaz.
Shane Taylor coming out.
No, I thought Kaz and Hangman's smoking each other with the garbage can lids in a battle. Like, just bam, bam, bam,
You see the belt I was telling you about from last time? Belt and nails. Screw you.
And they did. Mm-hmm. They nailed them. So, yeah.
I saw they hit it one time, so they threw that damn thing out the ring to never be seen again.
Yeah. I mean, I thought there was a lot of creative spots in that match, but they was spots. I mean, if you want to see like crazy, like, oh crap, I can't believe they did that, that's the match to watch.
Yeah, that was definitely it. But I liked it, but I mean, personally, I just thought it was a spot fest with a lot of weapons, and now you have Christopher Daniels is the the home run?
Yeah, the Grand Slam.
Yeah, champion. That's it, Grand Slam champion. It's now had all the titles, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, they want. He held all the active titles, which I think the only title that's not active was the pure title, and I think he was a champion. He didn't hold the pure title.
Never held the pure title.
I got you.
Not that I can remember. No, I'd have to look into it.
Yeah,
I don't think he did.
I got you.
I think him and AJ both went for it, and I don't think either one of them ever got it.
Okay.
I'm not going to quote me on that, but I think that's right. All right. The next match was Cody Rhodes, Cody versus Matt Taven for his Ring of Honor ring. What'd you think?
Cody's one of those guys. Like, I'm glad he's in Ring of Honor. I think he still has to kind of earn his stripes. Even though he's been in some killer matches there, I don't think he's got that, like, street cred kind of thing going on. I like how Matt Taven has kind of reinvented the Kingdom into this kind of like the punk rock version of the Kingdom. A great match. It's just one of those things where, and I don't know if it was all the stuff at the end that really hurt it for me. Commentary did a really good job in doing their job up until the end, and I think the ending was a lot of this is what's needed for New Japan and being the elite and that kind of thing. So, like, we're going to let that happen, but we're really not going to comment on it because they didn't do a good job of putting it over and it kind of explaining why things happened. But overall, I mean,
the crowd was quiet during the match. Let's be real.
Yeah, but
I personally thought it was a decent match.
I think a lot of people give Matt Taven crap, and it goes back to the whole, quit believing what you hear on the internet, quit trying to act a certain way because you think it's going to make you better, make you cool in front of the internet kids. And Matt Taven's a heck of a worker, but I think it's one of those, everybody was super excited when Cody was announced he was going to the Indies. And then he got to the Indies and like, well, he's working like a WWE wrestler, so we're not going to like him anymore. And now, Matt Taven's not, he was the lackey, and now he's the leader of the Kingdom, so we're not going to like him anymore because it's not cool to like him. So you had two guys that the internet crowd didn't like, and Ring of Honor isn't an internet crowd, So I think they didn't give the match a chance to be good because I thought it was a really good match. If it happened anywhere else, it would probably been a 5-star match. but just there, the crowd didn't get into it the way they should have, and it hurt the match.
Because the biggest pop was after the match when the drug-free bear took his head off to reveal that he was Kenny Omega.
And did you get what they were trying to do with that?
When you need him in the face?
And the things that happened after that with
his old lady kissed him?
Yeah, did you get all that?
Supposedly he isn't gay or some shit? I don't know.
Yeah, he came out in New Japan. He came out and reunited with the Golden Lovers of him and.
But
Kota
they've never
Ibushi.
said they're gay,
right? But in the promotion that they started that in like DDT or whatever, the Golden Lovers were literally golden lovers, like they loved each other.
Yeah.
So New Japan doesn't put over the fact that it was based around them two being lovers. So the thought was she kissed Kenny and said, "Oh, you like it? You're really not gay."
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But I was listening to Don Callis talk about Kenny Omega, which he said I've never asked him what he likes. He goes, but I know for a fact he's had girlfriends. So I'm like, whatever. It's 2018. I don't give a shit what you're sticking anything in on anybody.
Yeah, as long as you're
I just want to watch wrestling, man. Jesus.
Quit making it political.
I don't give a shit. I really don't.
Okay, who you voted for,
man.
I want to see who you power drive through a table.
God bless America. Boo Trump. Do whatever you want to do. I don't care. I just want to watch wrestling.
Right, me too.
But anyway, then he kneed him in the face.
Yeah.
Dressed up as a bear.
Yeah.
But that got the biggest pop of the match.
I thought it would have been cooler if he would have kneed him. He took the mask off before kneed him, didn't he? Yeah. I thought it would have been cooler if he would have kneed him with the hood, with the big bear head on. But I understand.
He may not could have
saw him, yeah.
She was leading him down the damn ramp like a blind man.
Right.
So, yeah, I figured that was it. And he was sweating his ass off when he pulled that hood off. So he was probably like, I gotta get out of this damn thing. But I got all the crap and I was just like, cool. But I'll say one more thing about the whole deal with the Golden Lovers. Don Callis said the last show that they ran had the most women that New Japan Pro Wrestling has ever had.
Yeah.
So take that how you want it. I don't care, but that's just what he said. I'm quoting the man.
Yeah.
All right. Then the next match was the Motor City Machine Guns versus Briscoe Brothers for the titles.
You ever see one of those matches where you're like, I bet these guys really don't like each other? That's what I felt in this match.
And was it me or was it mainly Alex Shelley? Yeah, they kicking the hell out of poor Alex. Now, I don't know if it was true, but
well, I mean the story was, hey, we're gonna beat your ass, and they're like, well, we're gonna beat your ass. Yeah, so they did.
They hooked him up.
It was pretty brutal.
Yeah, I liked that they won with the Doomsday device.
Yeah, and it was complete. It was basically a street fight, but it was a completely different street fight than a 6-man street fight
because it wasn't really a street fight. They just turned it into one.
Yeah, but it just goes like. I'm like, these guys don't like each other.
Didn't one of them's head get split?
Mark's.
Was it Mark? It was Mark, that's right.
He kind of got like side shoved to the pole.
I never knew how he got busted. When they showed his face, I'm like, holy crap.
I mean, I don't know if that's where, but like right after his head hit the pole is when. But now that I said that, I'm thinking back, I think it was on opposite sides. So maybe it wasn't from that.
They showed that he was bleeding. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, he was like, all this was blood.
He was jacked up. Now, Street Fight had blood too. But, I mean, it's Street Fight. I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
I thought this match was real good.
Yeah.
The Briscoes are now, is it 9 times? Okay.
9 times.
So I thought that was cool.
And I think they're heels now.
Yeah, they've been heels for a little while. They're more or less, we're at a point in our career, we don't care if we hurt you or not, we just want the belts. So I thought it was good.
Well, that's
a semi-main event.
2 of my favorite tag teams. So
yeah, I like them both.
No, I can't say anything.
As long as they wasn't wrestling TNA in Hattiesburg.
Yeah,
so
no doubt. Worst match I ever seen. Generation B, a.k.a. the Young Bucks versus Motor City Machine Guns.
So bad. Anyway, they won the titles, and now they're 9-time champions, and who knows where it's going.
Yeah. Did somebody come in on that?
I don't got anything wrote down.
The Kingdom came in on something. What did they come in on? Oh, it was the Young Bucks. They came out and attacked the Young Bucks.
Yeah, they come out of the Young Bucks,
Yeah.
and then they got ran off.
Yeah, by Bully, the enforcer.
Yeah, Bully kept coming out and like he's hitting them and shit. And I was like, I didn't think you're supposed to be hitting people.
He's
But
an
anyway.
enforcer. He enforces the rules.
The last match is why can I never remember this guy's first name?
Dalton Castle.
Dalton Castle versus Jay Lethal.
Dalton Castle with the boys.
Yeah, like I said, Dalton Castle.
He's the champion.
Yeah, he came
Versus
out
Jay Lethal, the challenger.
fantabulous.
What'd you think about the match?
I liked it. I really did. This is probably the best Marty Scurll. Marty Scurll. Why do I
Jay
keep
Lethal?
saying
Dalton Castle?
Dalton Castle. Damn. For some reason, like Marty and him remind me of each other, and they're fixing to go into a feud. But Dalton Castle reminds me of Marty Scurll. So Dalton Castle, it was basically him fighting from underneath.
Yep.
That was the way I was trying to put it.
And you saw the ring announcer get taken out by the dive.
Oh, jacked him up, bro. I was like,
And it just goes to show you that Ring of Honor watches pro wrestling ego and steals our ideas.
did you see that the like Colt actually got up and go check on the guy? He's like, nobody's checking on him. So Colt gets up, walks over, and checks on the dude.
Yeah.
He's like, is he dead? No, he's not dead. He's
Took out one
a
of
little dizzy.
But it was fun because he kicked one of the boys off the ring,
Yeah.
and the ring announcer called him, and then boom, got killed.
Sorry, but bro.
I'm like, I bet he's like, next time I'll let you fall. I'm not catching you.
And only thing, it's kind of like what you're talking about with Takahashi. His finish. I hate his finish.
What do you do for the finish?
He picks them up and twirls them around and drops them on her face.
Yeah.
Like,
It's kind of a
he ain't
reminiscence
doing that.
of.
He ain't doing that to Shane Taylor.
Well, it's kind of
You know what I
reminiscent of
mean?
Claudio's old move.
I know. I mean, it's okay. But to me, it's just a move that you can't put on here everybody. And he's not that big a dude.
He's German, guys, so.
Oh, when he Germaned him
On the
off the
floor.
apron. He did the flip. I thought he was dead.
It was a brutal
Yeah,
match, man. Like,
it
those
was.
guys worked their butts off.
Tore his knee. He tore his knee up, and Lethal was tearing his knee up. And
So I definitely think
like, I
people should
watched
go
the match
watch it,
twice.
you know?
I really did. I watched the match 2 times, and I was like, "Wow, this was really good." Because it was so much better than him and Cody. Him and Cody was
Right.
like I never want to see that match again. That I watched twice.
Yeah, it was good. So overall, how do you rank it with living up to the last 15
For the
years?
anniversary, I can ask for nothing better. To be honest with you,
I thought it was really, really good.
I thought it was cool that Aries come back. I wish they could have done. And Daniels won. Hell, he's literally the only guy that's been there all this time, and he won a title.
He was on the first show.
So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
I thought it'd been a little cooler if they would have had a couple of other people from the originals, like Amazing Red or just a couple of the other guys. Just hell, if they just showed up.
I thought it would for a while, Ring of Honor, they had a lot of scramble matches and things.
Because they're the only other ones that've been there. So think about that.
I really would have dug I know we had the Spot Fest with the Young Bucks and those guys, but I really think if they would just gave us some crazy flippy, just spotty, like a 6-man scramble or something. I thought that'd been really cool with some of the older guys.
I figured they just didn't want to take it away from
I'm
that
sure.
match.
I'm sure.
But then you had Flip Gordon at the beginning with Takahashi.
Overall, definitely, 5-star pay-per-view for sure.
Man. And like I told you, I just watched the Monday night, and I was going to run through that real quick. It's real easy.
All right.
They had a battle royal, and basically these were the lesser-known guys. I couldn't tell you 4 people that were in the match by name because I've just got back into watching Ring of Honor. But it comes down to the battle royal is Flip Gordon and Shane Taylor, and they're going to be in the main event, and they have to fight each other, which I like that scenario. And basically Shane Taylor gets bit by Flip Gordon. Taylor did not bump the whole match except for the last 2. He's like, hey, I know I'm a big guy, and this guy's 165 pounds. So he beat him with he does a Star-Spangled Stunner.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yep.
Badass move.
Yep.
And then he did a 450 off the top and beat him. It was good.
Did you know
It was
Flip
real
Gordon
good.
was federated?
Yeah, I think you
Before
told
he
me
got
that
signed?
before.
So,
And,
yo, federated!
Bubba Ray was out there. Now I was going to say this about this guy. I think they're leading into something with Bubba Ray and Shane Taylor. But Shane Taylor's now kind of gave him the shoulder as he walked by. And Bubba's out there calling commentary during this match, and he does the full Nelson Bubba bomb. And Bubba's like, oh, Flip Gordon kicks his ass. And he's like, I can't believe he has the balls enough to do that move with me out here. So he tries to pin him with it, and Flip kicks out.
Yeah.
And so I think they might be leading to something on later with Bubba and him. I think it'll be kind of a cool little match.
Yeah.
Then you had Tenelle Dashwood versus Stacy Shadows because they're doing the Women of Honor tag
crown a new
tournament.
champion. Or crown a first-time champion.
First ever champion, yeah. And the match itself was good. Stacy Shadows, she's a bigger gal. She kind of wrestles the Vader style match. Yeah, I liked it. Tenelle beat her with the spotlight kick to the head. And I mean, she kicks the hell out of them too. She's come on. I like this better than the Emma doopy shit she did in NXT. I wanted to throw up watching that crap. And excuse me, the Beer City Bruiser and Brian
Milanos.
That's it. They both fought some job guys and killed these poor bastards.
Did
Like, it ended with a superplex and a frog splash by the Beer City Bruiser.
Wow.
But that was like the semi-main. The main was Shane Taylor's match.
How was that? It was good. Well, you didn't say it.
I
was
didn't
good.
say that, but I was running through them, but I went a little backwards. But they killed them poor job guys. I think the job guys got like some poor arms and a drop kick.
Wow.
And I don't think they ever bumped. So, which they shouldn't. They're huge.
Right. Well, I watched MLW, The Road to the Title or whatever. Or I'm in the process of watching it. And I'm on, right now I think I'm on the main event. And it's Jeff Cobb versus Matt Riddle. The Chosen Bros, their tag team. But it was pretty good. But the coolest part about it was Colonel Rob Parker came back with the Dirty Blondes.
Really?
And he put over the fact, like, you know, I put a lot of money in Steve Austin's pocket. I put a lot of money in Sid Vicious's pocket. I put a lot of money in Harlem Heat. Now I'm going to put a lot of money in you boys' pocket. So it was pretty good. They came out and attacked two young guys. I don't remember who they were, but the young guys were working Simon Gotch and another guy who are like, they're doing kind of an MMA gimmick under Filthy Tom Lawler, who's a UFC guy. And it's pretty sharp. So, but they've got Tony Schiavone calling commentary on it. So that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and MLW, they've been putting their last few shows up online for free. So, it's really good stuff.
Check that out if I get some time.
So, check out Major League Wrestling and those, and, you know, it's pretty good stuff, man. But, we've got a couple things coming up. March 24th, Pillahachie, at the Bigfoot Training Academy, main event. J.D. Jenkins takes on O'Shea Edwards for the Styles title.
Yeah, they've been talking crap on each other's Facebook page.
And then April the 7th.
So if you're a fan, go talk crap with them on the Facebook page.
Yeah, absolutely. Go join the side. Are you Team Edwards or are you Team Jenkins?
I'm team beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to happen. April 7th.
That way I don't lose.
Yeah, Return to the Hideaway. Pretty big event there. We got a lot of guys coming in. Got Joe Black coming back. We've got Chip Day making his debut. A lot of guys, you know, they're big Chip Day fans, so I think that's going to be fun. We just added another town, another venue. We thought we were done with our pathway to the Path of Pride, which will be happening May 19th. But we're going to have to add a new stop on the Path of Pride as we go to Meridian, to the Meridian Junior College. And we're going to have Eagle Mania Pathway of Flyers. I don't know how many flyers are going to be there, but it's just Eagles, Flyers, Pathway of Flyers.
Oh, for the love of God, you need damn pass.
So another stop on the pathway, the Path of Pride, May 19th at the Hideaway. So April 21st, Meridian, April 7th, Hideaway, March 24th, Pillahachie. We are everywhere. You know,
clearly.
Or at least we're trying to be. Yeah, that path is very crooked, but it all leads to the Path of Pride. We crown a new Pride champion, and you know, watch those qualifying matches. That's on our Facebook Live. We put it out at the end of every month, and looking forward to.
So wait, just one question. The next one's what, Pillahachie?
Yep.
Are we gonna get the answer to what's going on with the left-hand path and the tag titles?
Yes, we are at Pillahachie. Big announcement
I want answers.
concerning the tag team titles, left-hand path, Zombie Dragon. You know, he was banned from the Hideaway, and I don't know if he's got himself banned. That is true. I don't know if he's got himself banned from the States or not, but I just saw that Zombie Dragon has landed in China and said he's got a 3 to 6 month tour in China. So I don't know if that's congratulations to Zombie Dragon or, should we send our condolences to China for all the destruction that Zombie Dragon's going to cause over in China. So, but answers will be had and will be answered. Questions will be answered, all that good stuff. March 24th, Biloxi, Mississippi, at the Bigfoot Training Academy, where they do not train Bigfoots or Bigfoot drivers.
It's a basketball training facility.
It's a basketball training facility. So, if you don't have anything, no live in the headlocks.
No, I got to get wrestlers first. Ain't my damn
I'll let you interview me since clearly they don't get enough of us talking.
Yeah, so. We don't do that enough.
So,
hey, wait a minute. Before we get out of this damn thing, we got a bet. And I come up with this. This is just, it's going to be Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Okay, so let's put that match on the list. All right, one.
We're only doing 3 matches?
Yeah, that's what we do. The easiest way to do it. And then, I keep want to say Takahashi now because it's a damn Japanese guy.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Thank you, Nakamura versus
AJ
AJ Styles. And Undertaker versus John Cena.
Is that a thing?
It's probably fixing to happen because he just called him out.
Well, we call it now. Don't matter.
How much you gonna bet? He's gonna answer it.
I'm gonna say Kane's gonna answer instead.
No. The whole boys bet on the match. But between them 3 matches, we'll pick our picks. Whoever gets the most right, wins.
Go. You pick one match.
I say AJ retains.
Alright, I'll take Shinsuke.
Okay.
Just by default, since you picked AJ.
Alright,
I'm gonna pick Undertaker.
So I think Cena will actually go over.
So that leaves Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns.
Roman's gonna win.
That's what I said too. I'm not taking Brock. I'm not betting on losing.
I don't think he's going anywhere, but McMahon evidently loves Roman Reigns to death.
Yep.
So, and even though Detroit just booed the shit out of him, everybody
so
boos
we
the
need
shit
a
out of
third
him.
match that we don't agree on.
You mean a 4th match?
Well, we agreed on that Roman, so that don't count. All right, we need a tiebreaker.
God, I don't want to do that stupid match with her.
No, I don't want to do that one either. Who's winning the Mae Young or the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal?
I have no idea.
I don't even know who's in it.
Exactly. You're asking a match I don't care about.
All right. I don't know any other matches. I just heard somebody complaining about that one.
Damn it.
Can I vote that Braun Strowman wins whatever match he's in?
I told you he's going